call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this high-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
And this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they face, they play great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. And I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Owens. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Georgia's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way, so look forward to...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Back to pass, it's Owens. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown Sooners! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Finding an escape route. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. Caught near the sideline, it's Taylor. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Back to throw, it's Owens. It's complete to the right. Trying to just keeps moving. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Finds a man in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the... guy and let him do the rest.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Owens. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Works the middle. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Simon. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Owens. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Simon. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll pitch it. Creates a little space. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
To the ground with the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Find some fresh air. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this...
Turning it on! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Play number 9 on this drive. To the air, it's Owens. Makes the grab over the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. 29. Wants to throw on first down. He'll throw it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They'll run it. Running into the open space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, we had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
Snap to the back. Fights off a defender. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so you're running back.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Hawkins. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
There was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
To the air, it's Owens. Unloads to the right. And the timing just a hair off.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Rush is on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Trying to beat the DT. He's got it on the outside. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And
brings him to the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners have taken it inside the 20. To the air, it's Owens. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Power ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Encroachment defense.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better. Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Number 15, set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Farrell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
He's loose. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the right. He's got it, first down and more. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by 10 to Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and Dave, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Owens. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sooners decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown Sooners. And they turn it into a defensive score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Thomas. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's a heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They get to him as he throws.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.